Yay! Okay. Hi guys. Hi Barbie. Hello Luis. Awesome. Happy Tuesday. Tomorrow I have my yearly car inspection. Luis, do you know the ITV? I have the ITV tomorrow, which is the something inspection technical of the vehicle. So the technical vehicle inspection, more or less. I'm good, Barbie. I'm good. Yeah, it was a long day, but it was a good day. So I'm okay. How are you? How are you doing? Hello, Vanessa. Vanessa, I just started. Acabo de empezar. Just started the recording now. Okay? A bit later than usual, but better late than never, right, guys? So, for today's class, I've got some grammar. Okay, it's more or less B2. It's from B2 Cambridge exam grammar, which is also good for revision for C1 students. Hello, Cassia. I'm good, thanks. Eulalia, hello. And then we've got the speaking, in case anybody would like to do the speaking. And I got my C1 certificate 2 weeks ago, and you had me. Oh, it's Lucia, awesome. Well done, Lucia. That's fantastic. Sorry, Alina, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You know, my options today were to do the no live, do the live now, or do the live much earlier in the day. So here I am. Here I am. The topic we are going to be looking at, right? Again, comparing similar verbs and collocations, right? I have more of these. We're looking for the collocation or the verb that sounds the most natural. Okay, the first ones are, hello Bagel. To exam, I'm waiting. Oh my goodness, when are you gonna have the results? Next week? Next week maybe, or the week after? They're pretty fast now. Cambridge is faster and faster. Sometimes it's like 10 days. I remember in the past, a few years ago, it was like a few months for your result. But now, because everything's on the computer, they're much faster with the results. I've got my fingers crossed for you, okay? And Lucia has passed her C1 exam, so we've got some really good news here, which is wonderful. Okay, so let's look at this one, right? As soon as long as well as, and as much as. Hey Alvin, how was university today? I hope last week and this week have been better than the previous week. I think the previous week was a bit of a pain, was it? It was a bit meh. Hi, you must be finished now though, are you? Because now it's like July. Can't think. Okay. So these 4 expressions, next week I'm so nervous. Oh, okay, fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Come back and let me know, okay? Let us know. So, it's going better, but exam due in 2 days. Ay. Oh, good luck. What's the exam for? What's the topic, Alvin? Are you doing chemistry, did you say? Something to do with science? I feel like you were doing something to do with science. Okay, so these 4 expressions all begin with as. So just remember, like, if you see as in a Cambridge exam, there's probably another as. Okay, this is something you can just kind of get into your head. If you see as somewhere in part 1, part 2, or part 4 of the use of English, there's probably another as. As normally goes in 2s. As, blah, 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 as. Okay? Digital marketing, nice. It's a big area. Really, really big area, very important area. Yeah, and I've just realized now, guys, you can't see the screen very well, right? I should center this for you. One sec. I didn't do this when I finished. Now I think it's better. Okay, so as soon as means immediately after. Better, Vanessa, awesome. Vanessa, you can always shout. Guerrera's not here right now, but you can say, Vicky, hey, please put the text in the center, okay? So, as soon as means immediately after or the moment that. So, it always refers to time. Guerrera's here. You are there in the background. Hello, Andy. Yeah, ASAP. Okay, exactly, ASAP. As soon as possible. Nice, Andy. Well done. That's awesome. Yes, as soon as possible, right? Andy's right. So as soon as the meeting finishes, comma, I'll call you. As soon as the meeting finishes, I'll call you. As soon as she arrived home, she started cooking. So like the moment she arrived home, she started cooking immediately. Okay? Awesome. Okay, and Alvin, nice. Phrases with PA, you can put phrase like this, PHRASE, like this. Okay? With the PH. As soon as the report is ready, comma, we'll send it to the client. As soon as the report is ready, we'll send it to the client. So remember that when referring to the future, we use the present simple, not will. Or sentence, Guerrera, yeah. I will use this phrase as soon as I comment. Awesome. Good job. Well done. So as soon as you finish, I'll help you. Not as soon as you will finish, I'll help you. Okay? Post the newly generated highlight. Most diamonds. I don't know what that means. I need to watch some TikToks on what these things mean in TikTok. So remember, as soon as means immediately after. It's referring to time. Hello, Carlo. El inglés es complicado. Muchas reglas. Hombre, comparado con español, español tiene muchísima. And Spanish, Carlos is saying your English is very complicated. There are a lot of rules. Thank you, Guerrera. Exactly this, I think. I agree with her actually. I think Spanish is much more complicated. But I suppose it depends. Obviously for me, Spanish is more complicated, and for you guys, it's English. So whatever is not our first language is more complicated, isn't it? The next one we have is as long as. So as long as means provided that. We studied that when we were doing conditionals. Do you remember? If you didn't see the videos on YouTube, it also means if only. If you speak Spanish, only if, sorry, not if only, only if. Or more formal, on condition that, right? So this expresses a condition, not time. Spanish pronunciation is easier, but the grammar is awful for non-native speakers. I agree. Because you can read, in Spanish, you speak like you read, but in English you don't. So it's very difficult to study by yourself. Alvin, I need to try and do last few exam tasks. Okay. Yeah, the last push is the most difficult. You know, today I needed some energy. I didn't sleep a lot last night, and I think I slept for 3 hours. And today, I was like, whew, I'm pretty tired. I had a matcha, Alvin, a matcha tea. The taste is disgusting, putrid. It's like drinking lawn mowed grass. It's horrid, but it really kept me awake. It gave me a lot of energy for work. This matcha. Mate matcha. Hello, Liz. Good afternoon. Andy, as long as he needs me, I'll be there. Beautiful. Los nativos españoles casi no las reglas gramáticas. Barbie, no way. Barbie, no way. About what? About which thing? About the matcha? Or which? I have strawberry matcha powder. Ooh, I should try that. I have like the normal one, but it's a good one. My wonderful friend Sylvia, she gave me this tea to try, and I think it's really good quality, but it works. I didn't want to have a coffee because I thought it was too much, but the matcha really, really worked to keep me awake and keep me focused. It was really good. Yeah, Guerrera, I was thinking the same thing. Yes, you should have. Matcha, yes, yeah. Do you like it, Barbie? Do you like matcha? You're lucky. I wish I liked it. I've been trying, but like, phew. As soon as you drink coffee without sugar, you will enjoy matcha tea better. Hi, Vanessa, I really like coffee, I really like coffee. It can be super black. Daniela, matcha, but as a tea. Yeah, matcha like as a tea. But I'm not a fan of green tea either, Hello, Panettone. Pero es más complicado por la gramática. Yeah, Panettone, I agree. They're speaking about how complicated Spanish is, the grammar and stuff like that, and comparing with English. Liz, I can't see your screen. Oh, it's hard to read the full content at the beginning. Which is it better now? What's the issue at the beginning? At the top, is it? Nope. Screen. Which part? Can you tell me? Like, do I need to put it to the left or to the right or up or down? Now it's better. Okay. Cool. So you can borrow my car as long as you're careful. On the left of the screen, we can't see the beginning of the sentence. Hang on. One sec. I know that Mr. Foster said sometimes it's better on the tablet. On the right? My goodness. How's that? Is that better? Yeah? Awesome. Always let me know, guys. Different things like your account at the top. That's why we can't see. Oh, my account. Okay. Yeah, you see, that doesn't appear for me. I can only see all the notes. I can't see the extra things that appear on the screen. Also, if you swipe right in the middle of the screen, it helps. Swipe right. Won't that delete this? Swipe right. Are you joking with me? Swipe right in the middle of the screen. It's okay. Thank you, Stefania. Okay. So, next example. As long as everyone follows the instructions, comma, the experiment will succeed. Next example. We'll continue the project as long as funding remains available. Okay, great, okay. Kasia, as long as you scroll to the left, you will see this text better. Thank you. Oh, good job. Nice example with as long as, Kasia. Well done. Okay, so compare as soon as you arrive, we'll start. That's talking about time, the time that you arrive. As long as you arrive before 9, we'll start. This is a condition. So if you don't arrive before 9, we won't start. Okay? So remember, as long as means provided that. We studied this, guys, in the conditionals. There are quite a few videos. Maybe we have 3 or 4 videos on YouTube now. English with Vicky. Speaking about the conditionals and provided that. The next one is as well as. As well as. So as well as means in addition to, besides, not only, and but also. For example, Barbie, yes, I love it, but just with lots of milk and sugar and just a little matcha in it. Ah, okay. For me, it would have to be lactose-free milk. Freaking lactose. I don't know if any of you guys have this lactose intolerance business, but yeah, I'm gonna try with lactose-free milk and sugar, normal sugar. I put in mine coconut sugar, and it made it more bearable. I should try it. I'm going to try it with, I need to write this down. Hang on. I'm going to put it in my notes to get some lactose-free milk, and I'm going to give it a go. Yeah? Okay. I'm going to try. Where's my shop list? Lactose-free milk for matcha. I'm going to try, and I'm going to let you know if it's better. Because for sure today, definitely, I was way more focused. If I'm saying for Alvin, if you need to study or something, today I was so tired. and I was super, super tired, and the matcha really helped. It was disgusting, but it really helped to stay alert, you know? Hello. Okay, too much matcha is disgusting. I'm not even sure, like, what's the quantity you're supposed to put in. I think I put in, like, a very big, giant teaspoon was what like a heaped teaspoon is what I put in today. Daniela, you're the same. But it does give you a much better focus than coffee. You know, really, really, you notice it. Like with green tea and matcha, you're very focused. I'm sure it's good for your brain, eh? But the taste is, you know, and on an empty stomach, my goodness, it's very bad. On an empty stomach, it makes me nauseous, you know. Anyway, so for example, she speaks German as well as French. So like she speaks German in addition to French. Guerrera, why are you laughing? Later you could tell me. Hello, Mr. Foster. What type of blood do you have, Vicky? Thank you for asking me this. You guys are so smart. I don't know what type of blood type I am, but I know that I need to know. I need to ask the doctor because I know that there are connections with your food and all of this. I'm not sure. I need to ask the doctor because I'm not sure what blood type I am. But it's a really relevant point. I should know. And I know that it has I could learn things about foods and stuff which would be better for me. But I need to do this. Remind me if I don't do this. I need to ask the doctor what my blood type is. What level of English is this? In theory, it's B2 plus C1. Yeah, I should know. Guys, I should know what the blood test type is. I should know. Yeah, I should know. I need to check that. I'm sure it's on my list for the doctor, actually, but I never go to the doctor. So, and he's a good doctor. I just never go. Touch wood. But I need to ask him. Okay. The course covers grammar as well as pronunciation. So again, besides, or the course not only covers grammar, but it also covers pronunciation. As well as teaching English, she writes educational materials. Okay? Liz, C1. Oh my goodness. What do you mean, Liz? Is it too easy or too difficult? Cassia, I am B1, understand almost everything. That's because you're so smart, Cassia. I don't think you're only B1, eh? I don't think so. I'd say you're definitely almost B2. For sure. When as well as is followed by a verb, we normally use the ing form. So this is pretty important, okay? He enjoys reading as well as writing. He enjoys reading as well as writing. We don't say he enjoys reading as well as write, okay? He enjoys reading as well as writing with the ing. Remember, as well as means in addition to. Liz, you're lost, Liz. Oh no. But thanks. I'm A0 and I consider this lesson is an easy one. Gerard, you're not level A0. In fact, I think you're probably a native. You're just lying about being Andalusian. I think that's what you're doing. I think you're a spy, a native spy in our class. Sandy, you're A1, Sandy. That's really cool. I wish I was A1 in a bunch of languages. Hello, Leoncio. Could you repeat that again? This part, as well as, equals in addition to. Mr. Foster, statistics says 55% of Irish have 1, 31% have 2, 11% have 3. I'm not sure. Hello, Madalena. Hey. Hello, Lilian. Hello, Amel. Mr. Foster, I'm lost now. 55% of Irish have one what? Because isn't it like O negative, A negative, not 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about blood type. Can you send that to me in WhatsApp? Because I don't understand it. I need to know about this, I think. Okay, Liz, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. But I need to know my blood type. So I need to ask that. I need to go and see the doctor. What did I teach you guys the other day? Bite the bullet. No, I think I need to bite the bullet and go and see my doctor. Or at least just like call him. Yeah, Cassia, that's what I thought. It was like A, B, or O. That's what I thought. Panetón, the Spanish equivalent for as is probably tanto como. Yes, I think it is. Guerrera, you can say that better. A mí me gusta el café tanto como el té. Mentira. Me gusta mucho más el café. The Spanish equivalent. Statistic from Google, most likely you have. But which is one? You're saying 1 or 2 type. Is that O or A or what? Because I type, no, type 1, type 2. But I'm not sure which types those are, you see. As much as, thank you, Guerrera. Okay, yes. Please, woman, no? As long as, siempre y cuando. Siempre y cuando, guys. Look here. I will put it there in Spanish. Siempre y cuando. Yeah. And this one, as much as is tanto como. No? For you guys who speak Spanish. So, as much as normally refers to quantity or degree. For example, I don't earn as much as my brother. Yeah, no gano tanto como mi hermano. Sería. She doesn't travel as much as she used to. He worries about the future as much as his parents do. There's a nice phrasal verb as well here, worry about. Yeah, at C1 level, as much as can also mean although. Okay, guys, this is for you guys who have C1. For example, as much as I'd like to help, I don't have enough time. As much as we appreciate your offer, we have decided to decline it. Remember, as much as equals the same amount, the same degree, or formally, although. For you guys. Emoji, but Vicky missed it. Which emoji? It just says weather. WETHER. But that's not an emoji. I didn't miss the emoji, an emoji. Mr. Foster, I don't see the emoji. It just comes up here for me, weather. Hello, Irina. Please, woman, yeah, please, woman. Sandy. That's awesome, Sandy. That's really cool. You can practice your speaking here if you want. We'll do a speaking at the end. First time I've seen that. First time you've seen what? I don't know, maybe it doesn't appear on my screen. I don't see any emoji from Mr. Foster here. I don't see any emoji here. Poor Vicky. Okay, guess how many kilometers I ran today, guys? My plan was to run like 10, but I ran more. Okay? Mr. Foster, don't tell them because I know you follow me on Strava. I ran more, eh? A bit more, Cassia. Cassia, you're very close. Hello, Madalena! A bit more. Both of you said 15. A bit more. Okay. The next one is, according to... Cassia, you're very close. A bit more. Stalkers, no. Anything, no prior information. Okay. It was 19. I was going to do 20, and then I was like, my right foot started to hurt a bit, and I was like, okay, I'm stopping. So I stopped, and I bought like a sugar-free... Hello, George Sand! Sugar-free, caffeine-free Coke. And that was it. Thank you, Madalena. Thank you. I came home then, and I was so exhausted that I needed to drink matcha. But anyway, okay. Next one is, according to, guys, this comes up in the B2 exam all the time. Regarding depending on. Spanish speakers, be really careful because you guys normally say depending of, because in Spanish we say depende de. But it's in English it's depende en, depending on. And relating to, right? Don't push myself, I know, I ran, I can't remember what happened on Friday. But I definitely ran 20 kilometers or something on Saturday. Maybe 10 or 12 on Sunday. Yesterday at training, 6 or 7 or 10, I don't know. And today, 19. Yeah, so it's quite a bit. What's the crack? Oh, George said you're like an Irish guy. You're the best. You're such a good student. I can't believe you said what's the crack. That's awesome. You're like my brother from another mother, George Sand. Very cool. Sandy, you're from Colombia. Awesome. I want to visit Colombia sometime. It looks so beautiful. Amel, in French, Amel, exactly. You say depend of. Latin speakers, like I think French, Romanian, Italian, Portuguese, Spanish, we have to be really careful with depending on, because in the translation is depending of, and it's not this. You're my brother. I'm giving you a fist bump. Okay, so these expressions all introduce information, but they are used differently. So according to means as stated by. So this means somebody said this, a person said this. According to Vicky, according to Pedro Sanchez, the president of Spain, according to Donald Trump, according to Mahatma Gandhi, according to Beethoven. Notice that I'm putting myself up there with all of these super famous people. According to my teacher. As reported by, okay, like a periodista or something. According to my schedule. Well, according to my boss, no? According to the newest research. Yeah, very good, Cassie. According to the latest research, yeah. So like in the opinion of, okay? God, you're famous, Alina. Yeah, with my little running races, eh? Okay, for example, according to the report, comma, sales increased by 15%. According to my doctor, I should get more sleep. According to my doctor, I should know my blood type. According to scientists, very good, CMT, good job. According to scientists. Guys, there's another one you can practice the pronunciation. Singular, scientist. Plural, scientists. Okay? So according to, and then you have to say the source of the information. So where the information came from. Next one, regarding. Regarding means about or concerning. So this introduces the topic. So according to, you need to then mention the source of the information, where the information came from. Whereas regarding, you're introducing the topic. According to your foot, you should stop running and take a rest. Yeah, it hurts a bit there, the outer right bone. Do you know, I fell off a horse when I was 16, just 16. But I didn't tell my parents, and I continued riding for 2 weeks, I think. And then my father saw me limping, and he insisted I went to get an x-ray. So I went to get the x-ray, and I considered putting up the left foot instead of the right foot to escape the diagnosis. But at that point, I said, oh no, it couldn't be broken. So I put up the correct foot. And then there was a delay with the results. So I went and I continued working with the horses. And then my father called me and he did like this, Vicky. And I went over there and he said, your foot is broken in 2 places. So off to the hospital, giant cast up until my knee for 6 weeks. No more riding for 6 weeks. It's very bad. Yes. Let me see. So yeah, so that was the part of my foot that hurt today. So that was why I decided, okay, I want my compulsive side wanted to finish the 20, to finish on a round number. But I got to 19 and I thought, okay, I need to call it a day. According to my sleep schedule, I'm 1 hour behind it. Oh, Lena. What year was that? If I tell you that, Mr. Foster, I will give away my age. So I cannot do that. Okay? Regarding when it comes to apropos of, what does apropos mean? Guerrera, what type of word is this? Apropos. It looks like Barbie. No. Where do you have that document? Hello, this document is on my Google Drive. Marina, that must have been hell for you. It was pretty painful, yeah. I took some painkillers. Another girl gave me. I took some. A propósito de. Ah, okay. A propósito de. Okay. Next one. I'd like to ask a question regarding your application. As far as is another one. Exactly, Cassia. As far as is another one. For sure. Like, as far as I know. The manager sent an email regarding next week's meeting. So remember, regarding means about. In fact, I'm going to add, this because I think it's a really good one. As far as. Yeah, that's an awesome one. That's an extra one that I didn't include here, but it's very relevant also, for sure. Regarding, yeah. The next one is depending on. Maria, no, I meant wearing a cast for 6 weeks. Yeah, it was. I was like flying around on my crutches for 6 weeks. I want that document. Where can I search it? You can hack into my Google Drive. Shall I give you my password? I don't think I should give you my password for some reason. Mainly because I use the same password for everything since I first used the internet ever. So I'm not sure I should give anyone this password because then you could literally break into everything that I have online. It's terrible. I think it's a bad idea. My instinct tells me that it would be a bad idea to give you that password. It's my intuition. I have a gut feeling about this. I feel like I should follow my instinct. But you can share it with us. I'll share it with you. Can I? Would you like me to share it with you? Derek, depends on you. Everything is deemed in. What's deemed in? Alma. Maybe a link to the document, not the password. Can I give you a link to the document? Guerrera, can you tell me if that's how can I copy link? What is this? Let me see. Me too. When I need to change the password, only write and more. Yeah, I know. General access, Vicky. General access. Oh my god, now I'm sharing loads of stuff I shouldn't share. And it's appearing on the screen. My emails of other people and everything. This is why I can't touch anything when I'm on this. Finally, someone with more than one IQ. Yeah. You have to change the access to reader. Right, Alma. Okay, change the access to reader. I don't know how to do that, but after the class, I'm going to figure out how to do that, okay? We can see it in private if you prefer. Yeah, okay, we'll see it in private. Okay, guys, I will figure out how to do that for you, okay? And we'll get that organized. Because God only knows what I could do here. Okay, depending on means according to the situation or based on certain conditions. If I were you, I'd sell the documents. Sell the documents? How can I do that? Third condition, no. First conditional, if I could sell, no. Second conditional, if I could sell the documents, I would sell the documents. You guys are blessed. Alina, all you millennial guys. I'm almost a millennial, maybe. Maybe I'm like the end of a millennial. We'll go there depending on you. Derek, okay. Derek, you can let me know how I can do this, right? I'll try and organize it, how I can manage this notes somewhere. Okay. You say that like if you were an old lady. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. The price, and I think there's nothing wrong with being an old lady anyway. I think every age is wonderful. And also, the older you are, well, in theory. No, actually, never mind. I was going to say the older you are, the wiser you are. But in many, many cases, this is not true. What would you say is the best way to improve English? Get a native girlfriend or boyfriend. That's the best way. Maybe that's what the foot was trying to say, maybe. Or even... Yeah, probably. You are on the verge of millennials and Gen Z. Oh, yeah, okay. It was just example, teacher. Okay. Oh, it was just an example. What would you say is the best way to... Okay. Like if is correct, teacher. How old am I? Isn't it as if or as though? They also exist. They also exist. So, the price may change depending on demand. The route we take will depend on the weather. So remember, depend on equals the result changes according to the circumstances. Hello, Roxol. And if I'm in a relationship, then you're screwed. If you're already in a relationship, you're finished. Never gonna happen. Sorry. I'm kidding. No, I'm joking. Don't look for another girlfriend. I get that. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I would say get a really long series. It depends. You can be in an open relationship and have several girlfriends. Oh, I don't know. Well, yeah. This is what happens, Alina, when the... Hello, Anik. Long time no see. This is what happens when the TikToks are too late. We get completely derailed. So, like if... Como si. Like if... Como si. Like if... Yeah. Yeah. And I'm from Cork. I'm from Cork. So Cork people, we introduce the word like in sentences for no reason. It's like a filler word for us. It's related with your blood pressure. Oh God. So we're talking now about my blood type and my blood pressure. I'm going to be a hypochondriac after this class. Oh God. You're breaking relationships on TikTok. Oh, I know. I was on. You're on holiday. Where did you go on holiday, Anik? Hello, Rita. Hi. You should find a second one. Oh no. See, let's go to bed, Vicky. Oh, could you express the difference between in, on, at? It's, yeah, of course I could. Of course I could. The question is, would I? Am I going to? Thanks. Okay. Word exists for some reason. Just, okay. That got out of control, as usual. Okay. Relating to. So relating to means connected with or associated with. So, for example, please keep all documents relating to the investigation. Do you have a boyfriend? I'm not available for this. Teaching English is my job, so it doesn't enter my personal life. Relating to. Anik, my sister came to us from Poland. Yeah. Oh, lovely. And you explored Northern Ireland. Beautiful. Maybe you could be my native girlfriend. If I can, we can be your native girlfriend, yeah, on TikTok, okay? Long distance relationship. Okay. The course covers topics relating to artificial intelligence. So remember, relating to is connected with. Madalena, what is the difference between... I know if it's Madalena, it's going to be a good question. What is the difference between relating to and related to? This is related to what I said previously. This is relating to what I said. They're the same, I think. pero sí es lo que yo he preguntado. Ah, okay. But you abbreviate so much, Greta. You're like, I am not telepathic. At least not when you are in a different province in Andalusia. Okay? So, like, the distance is too far for me to read your mind. So, you need to write like a full sentence. If you just write relating or related to, I can't fill in the dots there. Okay, sorry. Where are you from? I'm Irish. I'm getting a t-shirt with this, okay? I'm getting a t-shirt with this. Madalena, I'm going to double check, but as far as I know, it's just grammar. If you're using the continuous or if you're using like the past. Like if I'm speaking out, this is relating to what I said before. Or this is related to what I said before. The course covers topics relating to, so it's in the presently, relating to artificial intelligence. As far as I know, it's just like that. I look Scottish, yes. I think it's the light. My hair looks kind of red with this light, does it? Scottish. Yeah, we get a lot of things. French was my favourite one recently. You know, nobody has ever said that I look Japanese though. But some Japanese people did think that I was Dutch. My friend, your friend lives in Cork, Diana, yeah? Yeah, it's a nice place. Terrible weather though. I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm just an old guy trying to learn English. You're so sweet, Derek. It's okay. It's a bit late, so there's a bit of sarcasm coming out. But it's okay. You're good to keep going. Absolutely, it's a good job. Hello, Fernanda. Am I too late for this? No, you're not too late. It's just a matter of time. Absolutely, so positive. Really, really nice. Good job. It's just a matter of time. You just have to stick with it. Just stick with it, have fun, enjoy it, and you just learn a bit every day. What should I write? Writing a diary is good. There's a guy on TikTok, another English teacher. I can't remember his name right now though, but he suggested writing a diary every day. And I thought it was a really good idea. Can't remember the guy's name. I can't remember his name. He has like brown hair, kind of a bit like wavy, and he gives some really good tips. And one of them was to write a diary. So that could be one way, Derek. Keep like an agenda. Fernanda, you are from Lima, I bet. I want to go to Lima sometime. Okay, next one is consider, recommend, advise, suggest. So these verbs often cause problems because they are followed by different structures. So consider is followed by ing. That's just something we have to learn. Okay? Berserk. What's the best solution to learn English in the short term? I think you mean to learn English as fast as possible. I don't think there is one. I think it's the same as fitness. I don't think there is one, honestly. I don't really believe in shortcuts in life. Set your phone in English. That's a nice one. So I meant here in the chat box. Oh, in the chat box. Oh, okay. You can write whatever you want, Derek. Anything you want, you can practice. Relating to, concerning, very good. Yeah, concerning, related to, family bond, general connection. As in they are related. He is related to her. Yeah, it's true. You are correct. Look, Jack is related to Sarah. Sarah. Yeah, they are second cousins. For example, for sure. That's another way. Absolutely. Madalena, nice one. I didn't think about that either when I prepared this. Considering done, sir. Okay. Anik, watching movies. Yeah. That's a really good one, Anik. Anik made a good suggestion. Watching movies with subtitles. I would say series. Because you have the same people with the same accent over and over again. Think over, consider, Carlos. Absolutely. Hey, Carlos. Consider, to think over. Yeah. Nice one. Listen to Doak podcast. Which one is Diary of CEO? No? I don't know what Doak is. Diary of a CEO? Is that it? I've just read it. Yeah, I love this one. It's really, really good. One of my favorites as well. He has some amazing guests. Oh my God, look what I did with my hand today. I've just read on Google, I didn't know, but I definitely thought they were the same. They are the same, they can be the same, but this is another meaning of related to. Because you can say this is related to that, or this is not related to that. So like what I'm speaking about now is not related to what I was speaking about yesterday. You can say. So they are the same. But what you mentioned about being a relative, it's just another meaning of related to. Okay? Yeah, best guests ever. It's really, really good. So consider, recommend, advise. Consider must be with ing. For example, we're considering moving abroad. Have you considered applying for the position? Never use consider with infinitive plus to. So you can use them like that too as synonyms. Yeah. I listen and watch a lot, but the best thing is language exchange with my great partners. Using the language is really good. Mr. Foster, you have a cheat sheet on the back of your hand. What kind of exam have you passed today? Oh, yeah. Oof. These are my really important things. I have lists of things to do. And then on my hand, I have the really important things. But I think I've done a lot of them now. I think I have done, apart from one thing, I've done all of them. What about, let's consider the question. Very good, Roxo, good job. Yeah, Guerrera. Okay, recommend. So recommend is also followed by ing. For example, I recommend visiting the museum. The doctor recommended taking a few days off. You can also say, I recommend that you take a few days off. Next one, advise. So advise has two common patterns. So it can be advise plus noun plus to plus infinitive. For example, the doctor advised him to rest. The teacher advised the students to revise every day. Or advise with ing. I advise wearing comfortable clothes. So it's pretty important. If you put the noun, then you use to plus infinitive. But if you don't put the noun, you go directly in with the gerund. Okay? It's a tricky one. And the last one is suggest. So suggest is different. It is not followed by someone plus to plus infinitive. So correct. I suggest going by train. I suggest that we leave early. So again, complicate. I suggest that. I suggest going. So we have suggest with ing or suggest with that, with the object and with the base verb. Incorrect. I suggest you to leave early. No. So remember, consider plus ing, recommend ing, advise plus noun plus to infinitive, or advise with ing, suggest with ing, or suggest with that and clause. Okay? Vicky, just in case there is Notes app in your iPhone, but on the back of hand looks because my iPhone is full of notes. But I have so many notes in one day, so many notes that like if something is extremely important, I have to put it on my hand. I know I shouldn't, but like if it goes in my notebook or in my notes in my phone, it's risky. So if it's really, really important, it will go on my hand. Derek, I'm for sure not on sea level, so I'm happy that I'm able to participate. That's awesome, Derek. Cool. Harem? What was the statement about harem? I missed that. Anik, So it's wrong to say I'm suggesting to stay home. No, you'd say I suggest we stay home. I suggest we stay home. Like, or I suggest that we stay home. Yeah. No, you wouldn't say I'm suggesting to stay home. I suggest. Yeah. I'm suggesting. Going to suggest. I suggest that we stay home. I would suggest, Derek, good job. You'd say I would suggest listening more. I would suggest listening more. Hello, Jairo. What's up? Everything is okay. I spent the whole weekend at the beach. Apart from when I was working or running and doing my obligations, Saturday and Sunday I was at the beach. It was amazing. It's already the end of July and it was my first weekend at the beach. Can you imagine? It was awesome. It was really, really nice, Jairo. Yeah. What about you? Are you okay? Yeah, it was awesome. That one was soft. Fernanda, my first lesson with a native. Maybe I don't understand. Maybe, but I'm happy for being here. That's awesome, Fernanda. It's good. Guerrero told that the word harem exists by reason I can't stop thinking of it now. Isn't harem for the guy in India, the king of India? Doesn't he have a harem of women? Or in the Middle East, isn't it like all the man's wives or something like this? A man who has like a bunch of... this came up because I made the joke about having a native girlfriend, is it? That's why. Okay. Is that what you're... yeah. I think that's maybe what you're talking about. Hernandez. Hello, Hernandez Luis. I suggest that you take supplements. Yeah, Roxo. What supplements do you suggest I take? George Sand, I got advice to listen more and talk less today. Really? I can't imagine that. You're welcome, Derek. Andre. Okay. My supervisor use I'm only suggesting all the time. I'm only suggesting you take, I'm only suggesting you go, I'm only suggesting you edit, you could say. Where are you now? Real question. Derek, I can't reveal my location. I'm at home. Which exams? User 4031. Which exams could I apply to a job interview or proficiency? Depends on the job interview. A lot of jobs now, they're looking for at least B2. Okay, Guerrera, that was it. Okay, that's what you meant, yeah. Add some native speakers to your harem. Sorry guys, I totally disagree with that. Shite. I think that's so ridiculous. I don't know what you guys think, but... Hey, Hema! I suggest going to sleep soon, Madalena, or we'll all be tired tomorrow. Oh, I slept for 3 hours last night. And tomorrow, I need to wake up at 5:30 because I have my car inspection at 7:55 tomorrow morning. I suggest not revealing your location. Cassia, I appreciate your suggestion and I think you're totally right. Marina, I couldn't agree more. Alina, so I use suggest only with ing. You use it with ing. If you put the verb directly after suggest, you need to use ing. If you use that, then you can use your clause. Anik, yes, B2 is required now as basic. Yeah, Anik, I think pretty much. I didn't ask for your address. I meant which country. Which country? I'm in Spain, Derek. In Spain at the moment. Wow, that's incredible. We should do it again. Yeah, I think so, Jairo. I think this weekend I'm going to do the same thing, man. Get my book and do my stuff and then the rest of the time at the beach. It's 23:20 in Romania. Yeah? Romania has a different time than Hungary. Romania is 1 hour ahead of Hungary. I thought it was the same as hungry, no? Madeline, you're so sweet. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Foster. That's it, exactly. Or that plus clause. Okay. Oh, there's one more. Suffer from, have, get, and develop. Hello, Subas. Is it correct if I say, I suggest she go home earlier today? Today at the end. Yeah, I suggest she go home earlier today. Yes. I suggest she go. I suggest she go home. Correct. Earlier today. Hema, I've just read one that was really great. Let me find the title. Okay, Hema, cool. Derek, 20. Where are you, Derek? In what country? Marsupial. She goes. No, she go. In this case, it's she go. She suffered a lot. Okay, yeah, for example. So these verbs are all possible, but they emphasize different things. Poland, Derek. Okay, cool. I heard it was raining a lot there last week. Before the coffee gets cold. Let me see. I've just let me find this title. Before the coffee gets cold. Is that a book or something, Hema, or what? So get is the most common in everyday English. Let's have a look. Yeah. There's a book called Before the Coffee Gets Cold. Let's see. Ah. And Hema, you're saying it was good, is it? This one? Tales from the cafe before we say goodbye, before your memory fades. Is that it? It looks really cute. There's like a set of 3. Tales from the cafe. That's so sweet. Guys, if you're looking for a book, Hema recommends this one. That's awesome. We must remember, it's the green one. That's the one you read. This one, no? Maybe? Or this one? Yeah, okay, this one here, no? Is he a Japanese author? Wow, is it Japanese? It's like Toshikazu. Looks like it's Japanese, yeah? The Japanese are great. I really want to go to Japan. Hello, Kilo Charlie. It's a great book, really? Awesome. Let me see, Hiro, what did you say? Why is that different, Vicky? I tell suggest is followed by ing, but in my example, no. Hiro, there are 2 possibilities with suggest, look. You can have suggest with ing, or you can have suggest with that, well, actually you can skip this sometimes, and you have the object and the bare infinitive. Mr. Foster put this here. Suggest plus object plus bare infinitive. That's the one you used. I suggest she go home earlier today. I suggest she go home earlier today. Was your one? No? Hello, Hiro Yui. I'm just joined some. That's okay. Do you teach ordinary public school or university? I have taught in all of them, Derek, but now I work for myself. Mr. Foster, Vicky, my honest opinion is that it's time for you to write your own books rather than to write others' books. I don't write others' books, Mr. Foster. I have written a few of my own books. The class is drifting into a million different things tonight. Hello, Nadia. Is it grammar book? These are my own notes. Nadia. Yeah, it was. Thanks. Awesome, Hiro. Cool. Yeah. You're saying I should suggest my own instead of suggesting those ones. Well, get plus adjective, get tired, get bored. Yeah, Roxo, exactly. So, I got sunburn on holiday. So, have simply describes the condition. I have sunburn on my shoulder. So, get is describing something that actively happened, but have describes a condition. Develop is more formal and often appears in medical contexts. She developed sunburn after spending several hours outdoors. Suffer from emphasizes the unpleasant effects of the condition. He's suffering from severe sunburn. Remember, get is acquire, have, possess the condition, develop, gradually acquire the condition is more formal in medical terms, and suffer from emphasizes the illness or discomfort. That's all of that for today, but we had a big doubt on Saturday, I think it was, about keep and stay. So I wanted to add some more little notes to this one. You guys are mentioning there. Hema, you got chicken pox, Hema. Really? Oh. I hope you get better soon. Get and have are also used to create causative passive. Causative have, not causative passive, Mr. Foster. Yeah, causative have or get. Nadia, can you recommend a good grammar book? Nadia, it depends. What level are you? What level are you? Hema, I developed an immunodeficiency condition. Yeah. I got the chicken pox. Oh, it's an example. You don't really have the chicken pox. Okay. Do I like to read or the fact the class drifts into many different things? Darek, I've been teaching for 37 years in Polish public schools. Yeah, but not English. As you see, Darek, yeah, you've been teaching for 37 years in a Polish public school. That's so cool. I would love to know about that experience. Madalena, I'm still not in peace with suggest and bare infinitive. It doesn't sound right. I suggest she go. I have a book here somewhere with suggest. Let me do a little video about suggest because I think it's a really good one, Anik, honestly. I'm adding it to the list for videos because it's true that suggest is a bit tricky. I suffer from heartbreak, Hema. Correct. Yeah. She's suffering from heartbreak. Yes. The fact that class drifts, I suggest you like reading. It goes without saying. Derek, keep going. Okay, Hema, just an example, okay. Okay. Also an example, okay. Michael Swanground, okay. PE teacher, yeah, I have a lot of students who are PE teachers. Okay, Helma. Bill, there are webs with exams to prepare myself for the CO and Cambridge exam. Yes, there are, Bill. Yeah, and there are books also. I suggest getting a book. I like one grammar in use. Okay. Oh, Junior, I bet you're gorgeous too. Okay, so keep versus stay. This is one of the most common mistakes made by English learners, right? Oh, Derek, that's really nice. I bet you are too, eh? I bet you are too. So keep means cause someone or something to remain in a particular state. For example, this coat will keep you warm. So we saw on Saturday, we can't use stay in this sentence. We can't say this coat will stay you warm. No, we can't say stay you. You know, you can say to someone, stay warm, but you can't say stay you warm. Okay? You're talking about this object will keep you warm. It's going to help you. Drinking hot tea helps keep you warm. Here I can't put stay. The teacher kept the class quiet. So it was the teacher who was responsible for this. So it's like another thing is making sure that this happens. And we have to use keep in that case. So it's either the coat, to drink the hot tea, the teacher, the good news. The good news kept everyone very positive. So we can't use here stay. Notice that keep is followed by an object. I think that's the key point. Keep plus someone or something plus the adjective. Keep warm, retain warmth. Almost rock so, but that's actually an idiomatic expression. right? So stay means remain in a particular state. For example, stay warm, stay calm, stay positive, stay quiet. Notice that stay is not followed by an object. So it's incorrect to say stay you warm, stay him calm. You just say stay warm, stay calm. Remember, keep something else causes the result, and stay you remain in that state by yourself. So I think that is the key that we have to remember there. Both keep and stay can be followed by the same adjective, but the meaning changes depending on who is responsible for the status. This shirt kept me warm this evening. Yes, this evening, this cold evening, no? Or that cold evening. Yeah. Keep versus stay. Both keep and stay can be followed by adjectives such as warm, calm, quiet, positive, healthy, safe, but they are used differently. Keep plus someone, something, adjective. So use keep when someone or something causes another person or thing to remain in a particular state. For example, this coat will keep you warm, drinking hot tea keeps you warm, the teacher kept the class quiet, positive feedback keeps employees motivated, the medicine kept him calm. Notice that keep is followed by an object and it has something causing it, you know. Good job, Derek, keep trying. Exactly. Where can I put that? That will be, I'm going to put, this will be down below here. So stay, you stay when the subject remains in that state, right? Notice that stay is not followed by an object. We got this. Now, this is the point. Why can we say keep quiet? Okay. Or, for example, or keep trying. That's from Derek. Okay. Because keep quiet is a special idiomatic expression. So I discovered that keep is kind of like an exception. Here, keep means continue to be. For example, please keep quiet during the exam. Keep calm and carry on. Keep still while I take the photograph. Keep still while I take the photograph. In these expressions, keep does not take an object. It means continue remaining in that state. So let's compare. The teacher kept the students quiet. The teacher caused the silence. The students kept quiet during the exam. The students continued to be quiet. Okay, so it depends. In this case, the teacher is causing the students to keep quiet. And in the second example, the students are deciding to stay quiet by themselves. Keep following your dreams. That's a nice one as well. Yeah. Keep following your dreams. That's a nice one. Keep trying, we have. Keep talking. Roxo, good one. Stay calm, whatever is happening. Exactly. Stay quiet, Chris. Yeah, stay quiet. Yeah. Okay. So keep with an object and an adjective. So cause someone or something to remain in a state. So the blanket kept me warm. The teacher kept the class quiet. Stay, remain in that state yourself. Stay warm, stay quiet, stay calm. There's one important exception, which is keep plus an adjective. Can also mean continue in fixed expressions such as keep quiet, keep calm, keep still, keep healthy. These are common idiomatic expressions that we should learn as collocations. So they just work together, we just have to learn them. They're kind of like exceptions. Okay? So, are you ready for the quiz? Here we go. Which sentence is grammatically correct? A, as soon as you will finish the report, I'll review it. B, as soon as you finish the report, I'll review it. C, as soon as you finishing the report, I'll review it. Or D, as soon as you finished the report, I'll review it tomorrow. What do you guys think? Hello, Jean-Pierre. Rachid, Jairo, Roxa. Hatania, Amel, Alina, Kasia, good job, well done. Always ready. You were born ready, Mr. Foster. Bea, good job. It was B. As soon as you finish the report, I'll review it. Good job. Right? Because after as soon as, we use the present simple, not will. Good job. 2. Which expression completes this sentence? Which expression best completes this sentence? You can borrow my laptop. You return it by tomorrow morning. A, as soon as. B, as much as. C, as long as. And D, as well as. Yay, good job. Oh, guys, you all did such a good job. Hello, Fabian. Hello, Charles. You're from Brazil. That's awesome. Madalena, good job. Jairo, Alina, Cassia, Roxo, Charles, Max, Mr. Foster, Amel, Ratched, Black, Hatania, Jean-Pierre, well done. Myhood, good job, guys. Hello, Mia Shop. Okay. Well done. Yeah, as long as. Okay. As long as means provided that or on condition that. Awesome. Hello, Alex. Alex, some of us can speak Spanish. Algunos de nosotros hablamos español. But normally the class is in English. Alex, no. Okay. Alex is asking if this class is for Spanish speakers. So, which sentence is grammatically correct? A, she enjoys reading as well as write poetry. B, she enjoys reading as well as writing poetry. C, she enjoys reading as well as to write poetry. And D, she enjoys reading as well as wrote poetry. I can't even say it wrong. As long as you love me, Backstreet Boys. Oh, as long as you love me. I cannot sing. Derek, don't entice me to sing because I cannot. But I will. So, and you don't want that. Okay? Oh God, now I'm thinking of Backstreet Boy lyrics. Yes. Okay. Good job, guys. Oh my gosh, everybody's so smart. Alina, you're number 1. Hatania, well done. Jairo, Cassia, Madalena, Adriana. Amel, good job, Mr. Foster. Roxo, Antosha, Rachid, Carlos, Fabin, good job. Ali, Black, Mr. Foster, you don't want me to sing more. My brother said to me many years ago, he said, Vicky, when you sing, you sound like a goat being crushed under a train. This is what my brother said to me. So since then, I have never sang in public, apart from like tiny things like I just did them. Isn't that a terrible thing to say to your sister? You know, I'm scarred for life. Anyway, the answer was B. Okay, question 4. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. Question 4. Which expression introduces the source of information? I was waiting for those smiley faces. Okay, which expression introduces the source of information? A, regarding. B, relating to. C, depending on. Or D, according to. Oh God, either I'm a brilliant teacher or you guys are super duper smart. Okay? Barbie, I know, yeah, he's a super kind brother, isn't he? My goodness. With friends like this, who needs enemies? Alina, good job. Madalena, Adriana, Cassia, Anik, good job. Fabin, Amel, Roxo, Darek, awesome. Mr. Foster. Kirana, why aren't you taking part in the testing? Antosha. Carlos, good job. Tanya, brilliant, well done. Al, awesome. It's too easy. I'm gonna make it so freaking difficult tomorrow now. So difficult. Especially, and everybody can thank Guerrera for this. Tomorrow, the class is going to be impossible. The only one who's going to be able to answer the question is me. And you can all blame Guerrera for this, okay? Tatiana, well done. Wiki, what country are you from? My sister used to call me Wiki because she couldn't pronounce V. I'm Irish, Antosh. I'm Irish, from Cork. Good job, Black. Cassia, you're so sweet. Alex, good job. I like this freestyle teaching, it works. You like the freestyle? Barbie, good job, well done. Okay. Alright, just for the record, I missed you every time you missed the testing survey. Okay. Question 5. Which sentence is grammatically correct? A, I suggest him to apply for the position. B, I suggested applying for the position. C, I suggested him applying for the position. Or D, I suggested to apply for the position. Yeah. Oh God. Don't be Pinocchio. Madalena, good job. Well done. You got it. You think I could be Polish, Darek? You think so? Some of my favorite people are Polish. I spoke with 2 of them yesterday. Black, good job. Mr. Foster, good job. Well done. You're so sweet. Thank you. Cassia, good job. You got it. I missed some of you guys up here at the top. Roxo, you got it. Lena Hiro, good job. Yeah, it was B. I suggested applying for the position. So suggest is followed by ing or that plus clause, not someone with to infinitive. 6. Which sentence uses advise correctly? A, the doctor advised him to stay at home. B, the doctor advised him stay at home. C, the doctor advised to stay at home. Or D, the doctor advised staying him at home. Okay. Yeah, well done. Sai, Mani, Alina, Cassia, Roxo, Shailart, Anik, Adam, Amel, Mel, Protector, hello! Long time no see. Hatania, Rachid, Cole Lady. Good job, well done. Well done. Awesome. Yeah. So the doctor advised him. No. The doctor advised him to stay at home. Awesome. 8. So the correct pattern is advised plus noun plus infinitive. Hey, protector. 7. Which sentence is the most natural? A, the sleeping bag. A, this sleeping bag will stay you warm all night. B, this sleeping bag will keep you warm all night. C, this sleeping bag will maintain you warm all night. And D, the sleeping bag will hold you warm all night. No, only your native English-speaking boyfriend or girlfriend will hold you all night. Okay? That's the only one. You don't need a harem. You just need one native to hold you all night long. And the next morning you'll wake up speaking perfect English. Okay. Where am I now? Let me see. Adriana, good job. Alina, well done. Amel, Cassia, Adriana, Anik, good job. Roxo, Hatania, Fabin, Rachid, Mr. Foster, Black, Mel, Carlos. Okay, Derek, night. Protector, Shell, Co-Lady, good job. Andrea, Evgen, Adam, Bea. Good job, guys. Well done. Okay, so keep someone warm is the correct collocation because the sleeping bag causes the warmth. Stay warm describes your own state, but in this case, we're talking about the thing that makes you warm. So we say keeps you warm. Okay? And the last one is no. And it was the last one. No. I have an idea. Hang on. No, I don't know how to do it when I've got this open. I was going to change all the answers, but look. Comedy. Okay, I didn't even read the question. And S and I, you already said B. Everyone said B already. Okay, look, we know it's B. Your skin tone changed. Oh, yeah. I was so shy in primary school and secondary school. So shy. And in university, I think only when I became a teacher was when I stopped being so shy. But in secondary school, like if something happened, like I would turn so red or pink or whatever. Yeah, it's true. I don't think I do it now. People don't, because I don't think I get so, yeah, I mean, okay, yeah. But I used to turn red, like pink so much when I was in secondary school. Oh, you're so pink, you're so red. Look, she's gone red. Anyway, so which sentence is correct? He's suffering sunburn after spending the afternoon outside. He's suffering from sunburn after spending the afternoon outside. He's suffering of sunburn, or he's suffering with sunburn. So the correct one is he's suffering from sunburn. Okay? Awesome. So yeah, suffer from. Okay? I'm still shy, you think so? Irina Nagy. I'm Nagy. It's a Hungarian name. Irina Nagy. Nagy means big, right? Irina? We have another Irina. Our regular Irina is from Russia. And you're from Romania. That's awesome. Okay, Alina. Sweet dreams. You are also, Guerrera, you also turn red easily. We are Gemini. Gemini forever. Motivação. I live in Portugal, but I want to learn English. How can I do to learn English and speaking fluently? You need to get a native English girlfriend or boyfriend. That's the best way. We've just been discussing this today. Okay? Which part of Portugal? Indeed, yeah, Irina? Okay, cool. Barbie, yes. I need help to speak or learn English. Yes. Get a girlfriend or boyfriend. Go on, what's it called? Hinge or Tinder or something. May I ask if you are Irish? Yes, I'm Irish. Irina, how did you know? Hello, Juicy. I'm from Angola. Want to improve my English. That's awesome. Shale, I still in B2 since 2019. Last I tested it. Okay, so before COVID. Yeah, I love Ireland. You love Ireland, yeah? That's how you know you recognize my accent. So I love Ireland too, except the weather is catastrophic. Manny, you're from Albania. I really want to go to Albania. I have heard that you guys have fantastic beaches. Guys, okay, focus now. Would you like to do the speaking? Would somebody like to do the speaking with me? Thank you, Irina. Awesome protector. Or I have a ghost story that I prepared that I forgot to read on Saturday. You guys didn't believe me, but I actually prepared it on Saturday. Hello, Miriam. What would you guys like to do? Would somebody like to practice their speaking? Or would you like to hear the ghost story? Roxolana would like the ghost story. Would anybody else? Poll. Okay, Guerrera, can I do a poll? Irina, you would like speaking class? Tell you the story. The story is better. Carlos, do you teach English online? Do you sell English courses? I teach English online. Yes, I do. Yes, you can. How can I do it? How can I do a poll? C1 speaking. Speak. Patrick would like to do speaking. Oh my god. We need to do a poll. How can I hang on. I've got it. Hang on. I'm clicking this now for a poll, but nothing's happening. I can see where it says here tools, but I can't use it, I don't know why. Hard to say. Oh, wait. Look at this. This is it. Give viewers 2 options for a quick round of poll. Gift, vote, custom. We want the quick poll, no? You can only set up a 1-minute poll with emoji options. Clearly state your question and what the 2 options represent. Start. Oh, I have to tell you. Okay, so red is the ghost story and blue is the speaking. Guys, can you see it? Red, ghost story, and blue, speaking practice. Okay. Okay, you guys have 36 seconds. I'm so nervous. Okay, everybody can vote. Jesus, I need to turn on the air conditioning because that was very stressful. You can say happy and sad face too. Okay, happy face is the ghost story and sad face is a speaking practice. Aye, that's what you guys are doing. But how am I going to count those? Okay, there's only 1 second left now. What's going to happen now? Can you guys see what I'm looking at about this quick poll thing? Oh my God. Results are in. Oh, it was so close, guys. 8 people voted for the ghost story and 7 people voted for the speaking. Story 1. Oh my God. Whew. We can do the speaking after, guys. If somebody wants to do the speaking, we can do the speaking after, okay? I have kept totally awake with this matcha that I drank, so... Okay. Right. I liked your explanation about bite the bullet. Ah, yeah! Did you like the explanation? Awesome. We were speaking about it, perhaps. Oh, moderator. You could be a moderator? I don't know how to do that either. How can I... There's lots of stuff over there that I don't know. It says, like, play together, viewer wishes, treasure box, goodie bag. No idea. But okay, we've used the poll today. We're making progress. All right, Madalena. Let me see. Okay. So, right, off we go. I'll do first the story. So, jump down. Okay, guys, are you ready? Should I turn off the light? Will that be more like scarier? No? Don't get too scary. Don't get too scared. Don't get too scared. Right? Now. Okay. Are you ready? Yeah, I did like the poll idea. Get it out. Okay. So, here we go. This story is based on the famous Irish legend of the Dullahan, which predates Washington Irving's Sleepy Hollow by centuries. Do you guys know Sleepy Hollow? So, the Dullahan in Ireland predates Sleepy Hollow by hundreds of years. Okay, it was in Ireland first. The Dullahan, okay, or in Irish English, Dullahan. Okay, you know the film, Greta? Okay, the Dullahan. So many years ago, a farmer was returning home after visiting friends in a nearby village. It was well after midnight, and the only sound was the wind moving through the trees. As he rounded a bend in the road, he noticed a dark figure on horseback standing perfectly still. At first, he assumed it was another traveller. As he approached, however, he realised something was terribly wrong. Frozen with fear, The farmer watched as the horse slowly turned towards him. Only then did he notice that the rider was holding a head under his arm. The head opened its eyes and looked directly at him. Without speaking, the rider raised his arm and pointed towards a distant farmhouse. The farmer later claimed that at that exact moment, every animal in the surrounding fields fell completely silent. The horse then galloped away at extraordinary speed. Terrified, the farmer ran home and locked every door and every window. The following morning, news spread quickly through the village. The elderly woman who had lived in the farmhouse the rider had pointed to had died suddenly during the night. The farmer eventually gathered enough courage to tell the oldest man in the village what had happened. The old man didn't seem surprised. Instead, he quietly asked, "Did he look at you?" The farmer nodded. "Then you were never meant to die," the old man realized. "You were meant to witness." The farmer frowned. "Witness what?" "That death comes for everyone." The old man explained that according to the old beliefs, the Dullahan was not searching for victims. He already knew who would die. Occasionally, however, someone happened to cross his path. Those people were chosen to carry the story so that others would remember there were forces in the world beyond human understanding. Stories like this became surprisingly common throughout Ireland. People believed that seeing the Dullahan did not necessarily mean that you would die. Instead, you had witnessed death coming for someone else. Despite the terrifying reputation, there was said to be one simple way to make him disappear: gold. Even the smallest gold coin, if thrown in front of him, would cause the Dullahan to turn away immediately. No one really knew why, but the belief became so widespread that some travellers reportedly carried a small piece of gold whenever they had to travel alone after dark. Dullahan comes from the Irish Dullahan, probably derived from duv, meaning dark or black in Irish. He is also known as Gan Ceann, meaning the headless one. So this is where the headless horseman comes from. In Irish mythology, he is a terrifying member of the Aes She. Remember, we saw this in the previous, the fairy folk, the supernatural fairy folk. The Dullahan existed long before the legend of the headless horseman became famous in America. Yay! Okay, that's all. Did you like it? Jinete sin cabeza in Spanish. Okay, I didn't know this. It's good. That's another little story for you guys. Yeah, was it scary? You're welcome, Barbie. Let me put the Spanish here in case we forget. The jinete. What is it? Jinete sin cabeza. In Spanish. Okay. Yes. Okay. I prepared it for Saturday's class, but I totally forgot. Is that type of story that parents read to their kids before sleeping? No, they don't. It's more like what teenagers tell each other if you go to a bonfire or something like this. But parents are, no, I think the kids wouldn't sleep. Yes, guy, you like it? But yeah, no, they're typical Irish stories, you know. So it's funny. Because, you know, Ireland, we had no electricity, it's very dark, a lot of hours of night. So, yeah, like a myth, exactly, Shailart, like a myth, yes. Hello, Asti. Nice to meet you too. You're in Indonesia. Awesome. Charging a toll in medieval time. Exactly, Carlos. Yeah, the gold coin can keep him away, you know. So yeah, that is a funny one. And I'm going to prepare some more now. I will prepare some more stories and also something about Irish pub culture. Mr. Foster suggested. I'm going to prepare that also. Hey, Fabian, you're in Mexico. How many Anik haunted? Haunted. I bet there's a lot, eh? Which part of Mexico are you from, Fabin? I was living in Durango and Torreon for a time. I love Durango. Sometimes I think I left part of my heart in Durango. Savanor from Spain, yes? Okay. All right. So, guys, would anybody like to do some speaking? Or will we call it a night? Would anybody like to practice their speaking? Patri, would you like to do your speaking? You can call if you want. Estado de México, nice, encantada. DF, right? Patri, if you want, you can call. If you want to practice your speaking, I have here 5 questions. We can speak for 5 minutes if you'd like to practice. Would you like to practice, Patri? Wasti, yes, I'm an Indonesian and I'm improving my English skills also. That's awesome, Wasti. That's really cool. It's great to have you here. Don't be shy. Patri, do you know how to call? There should be a button like down here next to the chat, I think. And you can call if you want, if you would like to practice your speaking. Hey! Hey! Yay! Hello!
Hello?
Hello! How's it going? Yeah?
Yeah, just if Guerrero don't want to call, so I call.
You're so good. Oh, this will be a good one. Okay. So, the first question is, many people believe that job satisfaction is more important than earning a high salary. To what extent do you agree?
Actually, yeah, I totally agree with that utterance because, yeah, I totally agree. Because I believe the money is nothing but the digits on the paper. And what really brings us a deep satisfaction in life is the if we do something that we deeply love. Yeah, that's my opinion.
Yeah, I think that's really important. I think that there's a lot of pressure in society to live in a certain way. So I think a lot of people want more money than is necessary to buy like a really fancy car, to have a very huge house, to take foreign holidays, you know. And sometimes I think that we're spending too much money, and then we need to stay in jobs that we don't really like to pay for this lifestyle.
I believe there is time for everything in this life. There is a period of time to pursue the money, to pursue career goals, and there is time in life to, there is time to take in life, and there is time to give. That's actually what you do now. You give us the absolutely free lessons, absolutely brilliant lessons from which we take so much. And Yeah, it's about mission, I believe. And I believe you also feel this like mission because you have no benefit from it, almost nothing except our good attitude towards you. But still, you feel. I believe you feel some fulfillment
For
with
sure.
the with this lesson because you feel it like your mission. And I believe. Yeah, I believe money is true important thing in life, but there is something that goes beyond the money, and it's obviously mission from my perspective.
That's such a great answer. How many people, like, is it common in Ukraine for people to speak about having a life mission?
Actually, in my circle, it's I guess only me
Okay.
who speaks about that. I still haven't found someone who would be talking about mission. But maybe those people exist. But you know, the socialization in Ukraine nowadays plummeted. No, not sparking. Plummeted steeply. Can I say that?
Yeah,
Can I say
steeply.
that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because the social tension is so huge, you know, and people not always feel that other person they talk to could be trustworthy.
Ah, and is the social tension because of the war or economy or what?
All factors works, and obviously work. Obviously work. Let me tell you this. All right. Obviously, work does never bring something good in society. It's always about bad. You know, for short distance, people can not contrive, but relieve the good qualities. But in the long run, war never bring in society something good. It's always about not good things. Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. So you think that why don't people trust each other?
Why don't people don't trust each other?
Yeah, you mentioned people don't trust each other.
Yeah, because there is a huge level of unfairness in society.
Yeah.
And you know, the poor people give the kids to the war, and rich people make fortune on war. That's what real war is about. Yeah. And that huge level of injustice that exists in society makes people make it worse about with trust. Yeah, make people trust less to each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think we can't imagine, like, unless you're there, 'cause obviously I'm living in Spain, so it's really hard. It's really good to talk to you guys directly, to talk to you, to somebody who's there, to find out, like, we are at the same level. We are not politicians. We have no hidden motivation for speaking, or we want to manipulate each other, but we can just find out directly what you guys are feeling over there and what's really.
Actually, I can tell you this. Oh, if you want to talk about war, I didn't want to actually talk about war, but if you want,
it just came up with.
no, that's okay. No, that's okay. I can tell you one thing just about war that no one actually, and that's actually great. God bless those people. No one actually can understand war unless it was inside the war. And actually, that's what's happened inside the country, because Ukraine is a rather big country. It's the biggest country by territory within Europe.
Yeah.
Yes, and even those people who is far from front line can hardly understand those who is in the mess, you know, inside the mess, in the boiling part.
Yeah, for sure. Even like in Ireland, when I was born, there was a war in the north of Ireland. But because
I know about that.
But because I'm from Cork, it's maybe 5 hours drive. We were never really affected by what was happening in Northern Ireland, you know. So you are kind of in ignorant bliss a bit.
Actually, I believe it's a good thing that other people cannot understand what war is about, because otherwise it would affect, the whole nation with really deep psychological disorders.
Yeah.
Because, experiencing the war, seeing it with your own eyes, always affect the psychological stance of people. And it really takes some time. For me, it took around 1 year to recover. Yeah, to recover.
And probably even Mr. Foster generations, no?
Oh, talking about generation, it's a really hard question, because actually there is a huge problem with next generation in Ukraine, because we're experiencing a huge birth, crisis. Yeah, crisis. Birth crisis.
Like a decline in birth rates.
Yeah, birth rate is tends to zero. Yeah, nowadays in Ukraine. We have 11 million people who left Ukraine.
Wow.
We have around 1 million people who have suffered, were killed, or were injured significantly. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting way to try to evacuate the country. It's easier then to take control of it.
It's a really difficult topic.
Yeah.
I believe there is a lot of factors. I can talk about it with you, but maybe not for such wide.
Yeah, it's okay.
Auditorium.
Yeah, it's great. It's interesting because I suppose we got onto it from about the salary and job satisfaction and okay. The next one is about advertising and marketing. So, do you think that actually today I was trying to, on YouTube, I watch a lot of YouTube, and I tried to sign up for this ad-free YouTube to do this trial where you don't have to watch the advertising on YouTube. I don't know if do you know what I'm talking about?
Wait a sec, I want to read. Do you think the companies spend too much on advertising and marketing?
I was just mentioning about on social media.
All right, yeah, I got the question. Yeah, I have an opinion. Yeah. Actually, I have nothing against the advertisement. I believe advertisement is the main propulsion of trading, of business. But it doesn't mean that so that's why I actually never feel annoyed with advertisement, and I believe that I understand that if I consume some content for free on YouTube, it couldn't be for free totally. It actually literally means that someone else have paid for that. And so if I don't pay with money, I pay with my time, like half a minute, to consume that information that I'm really interested in. But truth to be told, I guess your YouTube channel nowadays, presently, is the only channel that I watch. And I do not watch any other channels, actually. So I don't spend much time neither on YouTube, neither on TikTok. And I prefer to read mostly books, yeah.
Yeah, that's really smart. So, really smart.
In that terms, the advertisement goes collaterally.
Yes, okay.
Don't affect me. But still, I am positive about advertisement, actually, because I realize that business needs the advertisements, that the main propulsion force of business.
Yeah, it's a really, really good point. And honestly, sometimes I see things that are advertised and they really do improve my life. So I suppose if you're watching it in an informed way, it's good. Okay. The next
and by the way, I just want to add a small point. By the way, if I have some my beloved blogger here, someone who I am interested in, I always do intentionally to advertisement and press those in the advertisement. So some maybe minor money would be enrolled to the guy or lady account, which I appreciate if I appreciate the content. So yeah, that's actually some minor way to say thank you to person who give you some value shaped in information.
That's so interesting. I didn't know that if you clicked on the ads that it was positive for them. But I definitely, whenever I enjoy content, I try to follow. I think I follow like I follow thousands of people. And always if I like a video, even if the person is super famous, I always still like the video. You know, because I would like them.
I know that you follow 1,000, but I follow only several of them because I always watch those who I follow. Yeah. So I never follow just for the tick in my subscription list.
Yeah.
It's a different approaches.
Yeah, different approaches, exactly. The guys who say, Protector said, I always mute ads, but I don't know how to mute ads, for example, on YouTube. And Gary says, if you watch YouTube on the laptop, on phone, you can use Brave to avoid ads. Okay, these guys are pros. We will have to speak to them after about how great. I'm not sure how I can do this, but it sounds really good. Okay, the next one is, what do you do to relax when you're feeling stressed or exhausted?
Oh, that's a really easy question because there are so many things that help me to relieve stress, because let me tell you this, Ukrainians are professional in distressing because, we are living total stress. And I believe there is nothing better to relieve the stress than to make something that consume your attention totally, 100% of your attention. And it must be something that you deeply love, truly love.
Yeah.
And for me, this is playing piano, because when I sit at the instrument and, this eject or evoke, the sound, I find myself totally engrossed in this process, and it feels like meditation.
Yeah.
I know some people use meditation, but I never tried meditation, but I believe when you meditate that it is something similar to the sense which I get while playing the musical instrument. And another thing for me could be cycling, because while cycling you raise your level of hormones, this rate of hormones, positive hormones, which are exuded by our brain. This the four of them is so-called hormones happiness.
Yeah, dopamine,
serotonin, dopamine.
Serotonin, dopamine, yeah, exactly. The happy hormones.
Yeah. There are two of them.
Yeah, that's it. Serotonin and dopamine, the happy hormones. You got
dopamine, serotonin.
Yeah.
Then endorphin and...
Endorphins, that's true.
And something else. All right. So yeah, the cycling and any cardio exercise rose the type of serotonin, and also for me always works gardening, fostering my garden also always works for me well.
For
the
sure.
sense, it instills your sense that you care of something, and yeah.
And you're mentioning a lot like doing something with your hands, doing something.
Yeah,
physical.
absolutely.
Yeah. For me, I practice yoga. I think you know. Oxytocin, Guerrera. Oxytocin. That's it, isn't it, Mr.
Yeah, oxytocin. Thanks.
Oxytocin. Thanks, Guerrera. Doing it with your hands, and I do meditate. But the most relaxing thing for me ever is like I have the most relaxed I am ever is snorkeling.
Snorkeling with masks and this fins.
Yeah, with your head like under the water, and you have to breathe, like control your breathing. You can hear your breathing. You're moving, and you feel like hugged by the water, and it's really really nice. So I think I
remember that you told that you have been to Egypt, and as far as to my As far as to the best of my knowledge, in Egypt they have this Red Sea, which provide the beautiful opportunities for snorkeling.
Yeah, I never got to
They
the
have
Red
such
Sea.
rich
Yeah.
underwater world.
Yeah, totally. I would like to go. And Guerrera's saying they're Cabo de Gata in Almeria, right, Guerrera? I think. But I would like to go to the Red Sea. Sharm Sheikh, I think, is in Egypt. But I didn't go when I was working there, unfortunately. I wasn't as good at traveling. I was in Cairo mostly, and I went to Alexandria. You know, but
this is the first capital of Egypt, Alexandria.
Yeah, with the library. Have you seen the movie Igora? Igora, I think it's called. It's one of my.
No,
favorite.
I didn't. Yeah. I'm not into fiction movie. I watch mostly documentaries.
Okay, I think it's based on a true story. It's based on the library of Alexandria when it was burned down. It's really, really sad ending, but it's true. And I went to visit the library. But it's a little bit difficult for women alone to move in Egypt, you know. So you kind of have to go in a group, and I was alone at the time. But I would like to go to the Red Sea.
And by the way, it comes to my mind, speaking of something that brings us satisfaction, it comes to my mind the beautiful adage told by Socrates, if I'm not mistaken. He told, if you have garden and books, that literally means that you have everything you need. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, me too.
Pithy saying.
Me too, for sure. Yeah, Socrates is awesome. Garden and books. I agree with him. The next question is, some people enjoy attracting attention, while others prefer to remain in the background. Which type of person are you?
Actually, I'm someone in two minds about this question, because I believe I am in the middle.
Okay.
And I'm definitely not an attention seeker, definitely. But I totally understand that if you want to have influence and have an impact, and if you want to pursue anything of value in your life, it's you cannot steer clear of attracting attention. You must attract some attention to promote what you are doing. That's why I am not a shy person, not at all. And I can attract attention, but not for the attention's sake. If I attract attention, I always try to bear in mind my final goal, and actually the reason behind my attracting of attention.
Gotcha. Okay, like for some.
And in addition, I'm consider myself as a people person. I absolutely love being amongst people. I love communicating with them and never tired of that. And that's just part of my nature. So it happens that I attract attention vicariously. Not meaning that, but it just happens in natural way.
Yeah, like because you're with another person?
Sorry?
Because vicariously is like you're with another person. Or you mean like for another reason? No?
I mean not intentionally, maybe.
Not intentionally.
It's more accurate word. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you for correction.
No, because I know from law, like vicarious liability. So if I don't take my car to the garage, for example, and to maintain my car, and my car is in a dangerous state, and another person drives my car and kills someone, I'm vicariously responsible for that accident because I knew the car had a problem and I didn't fix it.
Yeah, I see. You mean it as legislative term, but I meant is, I learned this word in terms, in Ukraine nowadays, men are not allowed to leave Ukraine.
Yeah.
It's forbidden for men to leave Ukraine. But I'm really into traveling. I can only say that I can travel nowadays vicariously through like travel bloggers.
Yes.
I just learned this word in this context.
Yes.
But I believe legislative context is also widespread for this word.
Okay. So vicariously attracting attention, would that be like, for example, if you're playing your piano and it's fantastic music and people start listening to the music, you mean you're attracting attention vicariously?
No, I didn't mean. Actually, I try to play always quiet, not to annoy my neighbors.
Okay.
And I actually never play ear-splitting music. But I meant that I can attract attention. For example, before the war started, I organized some events. It was sport events, and those events took off. They made instantly popular in my city, which is rather big. And even other organizers attended my events, but I didn't meant to attract so many people. It just happened in natural way. I just did what I did, and tried to do this as if I would as if for myself. And that vicariously attracted other people.
Nice. Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, I think
But what I did, I just went by my own way, instinctively.
Yeah, that's really cool. Sometimes when you're doing something with the right intention, or with an intention to help people and with a good mission, people can feel that, I guess. And the next one then is about health risks. Now, I'm going to make this maybe a little bit more difficult for you. What are some of the biggest health risks that people face? And I would maybe delete the summer part. You can tell as well, you can include if you want the summer, but in general, what are the biggest health risks, you think?
I can help but return to Ukraine, I can help but return to Ukraine because I live around this mess, and obviously the war is the biggest risk.
Okay.
For people, but all right, let me maybe derive. Can I say derive?
Alexandra, for example, here she said heart attack. And I'm reading a collection of books this summer by a neurologist, and it's basically about at the moment what I'm reading is the steep increase in Alzheimer's. It's increasing. I think it's increasing by 51%. It has increased by 51% in the last 50 years. Heat stroke, exactly in summer, Guerrera. Heat stroke could be one.
All right, let me maybe divide this question in two questions.
Okay.
Maybe I believe it depends on the climate. I've been to Spain, for example, only for 2 weeks or for 3 weeks in my life.
Okay.
And as far as I remember, in Spain have rather hot climate, especially it's in summer, yeah.
And especially
so maybe these high temperatures can pose some threat for people who are inclined to heart diseases. But the same time, I believe that those who were born at that area actually have some predispositions to be resilient to that climate they were born in. And talking of risk, I believe the people themselves are the greatest risks for people. That's my opinion, actually.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Could you give an example?
I believe that sometimes we are waiting dangers from different sides in our life, and we think, we need to be careful. We need to care of that. But risk usually comes unexpectedly from the side we never wait. And sometimes it's just simple mistakes that people do, being unintentional. Can I say unintentional?
Unintentionally.
Inattentive. Yeah.
Inattentive.
Paying too much attention.
Inattentive.
Drinking too much.
Yeah.
Sitting behind the steering wheel, being too tired. Yeah. And that actually behavior can bring much more risks than weather conditions. I see this question this way.
So it's kind of like self-inflicted.
Kind of, yeah. I think so.
Yeah. I do think that our diet is a huge health risk. I think
Diet?
Yeah, I think that the diet is a huge health risk, and also like sedentary lifestyle, I think.
Vicky, I partially agree with you on this question, but other side of me says that I knew a lot of people who didn't follow any rules in life and lived really long, have a really long lifespan, kind of more than 100 years. So it all depends on genetics. That's what I think.
Do you think all depends on genetics?
I believe 95% depends on genetics, and you can break even very good mechanism, very good car, treating it in not proper way. But in general, I believe genetics decides 95%.
And
95%.
what do you think about epigenetics?
Epigenetics?
Yeah.
And what does that mean?
So each person, yes, everybody has genetics, but you can turn on and off like a switch your genetics. So like Cassia is saying here,
biohacking? You mean some
kind of
type
like
of biohacking?
kind of like biohacking. So basically epigenetics, which is there's a lot of information about it now. Maybe one person has in their genes the possibility to develop depression. But if they have enough exercise, like Carlos is saying, they have exercise, they have a community, they have a job that they like, they're not stressed, those genes never turn on in their body. So they never realize that they have that susceptibility,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see where you're coming from, but I still hold the view that people still know so less.
Yeah, so little.
Can I say so less?
So little.
Few, little, little, uncountable. Yeah, the people still know so little about that. They are trying to do something. I know definitely. I know for sure that some like strong, powerful people of this world trying some different tricks. For example, we can contemplate that Jeff Bezos was really like slim guy, yeah, and now he have wide shoulders and thick neck. So he definitely did something with biohacking. Maybe he took some injections of testosterone or something. So I know like rich, really wealthy people who are on the top tier of society, trying some tricks, using some tricks, but I know so little about that, and I can hardly be an expert in this topic. But I still stick to the point that nature is way more powerful. That like we humans, as humankind, we know still very little about that, and still hardly can deceive the nature.
Yeah.
That's my perspective.
Yeah, you've just reminded me. What I would really like to do with you guys is to have like a debate, And you just brought up a really good one. I have an article about this in a book actually. It's the nature versus nurture debate. Do you know?
It would be great, I believe.
Yeah. And also obviously you would...
I want to debate with Guerrera.
Yeah, I was thinking that. That's what I was thinking. That's exactly.
I'm asking her to give a call, but she was shy. She was shy, so I did it myself. If Magomed don't come to, if the mountain don't come to Magomed, then Magomed goes to the mountain.
Oh, it's very good. No, she's getting ready now. I think we should have some debates. I think that would be so fun. That would be so much fun. And the nature versus nurture is a huge one, like especially when we talk about topics like adoption, you know. Some people are really against adoption for this reason, and other people don't believe in this. And it's really, really interesting, the nature versus nurture. So nature is basically your genetics determine how you are, right? And nurture depends on your environment, the person you become.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nurture.
It's a really, really good. It's a really, really good one. Okay, that was so awesome, Mr. Foster. You were fantastic.
Vicky, Vicky, may I attract a drop of your attention still?
Yeah.
Yet. Actually, today was my birthday, and I wanted you to say me happy birthday because it was my wish that I, asked in the morning. When I just woke up today, I thought, all right, if today is a chance and we could hold the stream, I would definitely, maybe I would call to Vicky.
Yeah.
So I called you.
Oh, that's awesome. Happy birthday, Mr. Foster.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So how do you feel? Are you excited about the next year?
Yeah, I'm always excited.
Okay.
I believe the best is yet to come. But I also remember that your birthday is on 8th of June.
That's right.
And I'm just trying to watch your streams because they are so fruitful. They bring so many useful things. And I noticed that on 8th of June, you hold the stream and no one actually greeted you. And because you didn't tell people that it's your birthday.
Maybe I didn't. It was because we only started like...
You didn't.
I didn't tell anyone, oh no.
That's why I believe you're still a shy person.
Me, okay. Yeah.
That's the big up to my opinion. Actually, I wrote you a comment months later, under that video that I wish you all the best and happy birthday to you.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
You just can go and see that comment.
Okay, there. Yeah, I gotta have a look. Yeah, that's a point.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Vicky, for greeting, and thank you for everything you do for us.
You're so welcome. Thanks so much for participating on your birthday as well, eh?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
bye-bye.
Happy birthday. And thanks again. We'll talk soon, okay? Bye.
Yeah, thank you.
You're
Bye.
welcome. Bye-bye. Oh, guys, that was so awesome. And it's so good as well to have somebody who can speak English so well, because you guys can see and get inspired and learn new vocabulary and hear a different accent that is not mine, which is really, really valuable. It's really, 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 really cool. So thank you so much, Mr. Foster, and a huge happy birthday from everybody here. Okay. Oh, it's so cool. I'm going to organize this. We're going to prepare a debate, okay? But then we'll need some... Guerrera, you are going to be in the hot seat. You and Mr. Foster to have a debate. And this nature versus nurture one could be a good one. I'm going to prepare it. You're so welcome, Mr. Foster. Thank you so much for calling. That was freaking awesome. Absolutely amazing. What a good day. Let's check some of these comments. Guerrera, you mentioned suffocating. Suffocating is like when you don't have air. You could say it's sofocante. I think we say it more in Spanish, but in suffocating is in English is more like literally you don't have air. Hema, exactly, dehydration, heat stroke. People with Alzheimer's, there are also some effects in behavior. Yeah, there are, for sure. Carlos, scorching heat in Spain, really good vocabulary. Guerrera, menstrual cycle is also affected with this heat. Yeah. Starting yesterday. And with the full moon tomorrow. Guys, get your manifestation ready for the full moon. I will be manifesting tomorrow. I did I told Guerrera, not the last full moon, but the previous one, I did like a manifestation. I was speaking with the moon. I burned some rosemary. And then the following week, I can't even tell you what happened. So I totally scared myself. So the last full moon, I didn't do any manifestation, but tomorrow I'm going to do it. I'm going to do a manifestation tomorrow. So you guys can prepare also. Cassia, yeah, I agree with you, Cassia, actually, that stress often triggers a lot of diseases. I have to say that if we were debating, I would definitely debate Mr. Foster on that one. I would say that stress triggers a lot of diseases. Carlos, I agree totally with Carlos also. Between 10 and 60 minutes of active movement daily is advisable. I think it's fundamental, Carlos. Yeah, epigenetics is how environmental changes your genetics, Guerrera, for sure. Amel, good diet, totally agree. Or your own behavior, totally agree, Guerrera. Eliana Farfan, hi, a pleasure to be here. Hello, we're happy to have you. And what's the topic? We were practicing our speaking. Mr. Foster was practicing doing a speaking with us. Yeah, Guerrera, genetics versus epigenetics. I can see you studying this in your brain. And then everybody said happy birthday to Mr. Foster. You guys are so sweet. Yeah, awesome. Pego ves por el calor. Yeah, it's suffocating. Yeah, you can say it's suffocating. You're not literally suffocating, but you can say it is suffocating for sure. Sophia, so interesting. How can I also manifest? Do I have to write it down? Yeah. So, Sophia, what I did 2 months ago, first I had like a meeting with 2 other friends who are also interested in this stuff. So we're doing this video call. On a piece of paper, I wrote down what I wanted to soltar, to release. So in my notebook, I wrote down the things in my life that I don't want anymore. And I felt like, okay, I want to release this. I feel like the video is slow. I want to release this. And then I burned this paper. We burned this paper. And then on a new piece of paper, I wrote down what I wanted in my life. And I lit a candle. I looked at the moon. I got some rosemary from my garden and put it with my piece of paper, the things that I want to manifest. I read the things to the moon. I looked at the moon. I said, you are beautiful and this. And that's all. I put this paper with the rosemary in a special place in my house where I could see it. A few days later, yeah, a lot of things happened in my life. A lot of things. So it was really interesting. That's what I did, Sophia. So I think I'm going to do something similar tomorrow. 2 pieces of paper, one with the stuff I don't want, burn this one with the stuff I want, and the rosemary, and that's what I'm going to do, I think. And say them also. Hey, Jason. Heat stroke, exactly. Yeah, very well done, Mr. Foster. Anna, what should we do for that manifestation? We need tips. Anna, that's what I did anyway. So Guerrera is a pro about this. We need to speak to her, honestly, because she knows this stuff. She sent me a book. I tried to listen to the book today, but unfortunately I couldn't find the full book. But maybe she has some better ideas. Mine seemed to work. Silva from Chile. Carlos Silva. Hello, Carlos. Learning to tune your ear. That's okay. Awesome. Guerrera, hey, we can have a manifestation class tomorrow. That's a good idea. We can make the speaking or the story time about manifestation, no? That could be funny. How to manifest can be tomorrow's topic for the story time. Oh yeah, Mr. Foster, he's paving the way for Guerrera. Yeah, you should have joined him. We're going to prepare a debate. Esto no está pagado. So thank you for saying me. I definitely tried, but the paper with the things I wasn't have. Okay, you should try, Sophia, but be careful, eh? Because last June, I was kind of like playing with this, and I think it's real. I believe in this stuff, eh? I kept the one that I want. I kept, Sophia. I kept this one. It's downstairs now. I'm going to check tomorrow and maybe adjust a bit, but I'm going to keep the one that I want. Anna, yeah, we should have a class about this maybe tomorrow. Okay, all right, guys. So maybe that's enough for today. What do you think? I think maybe that's enough for today, guys. That was so awesome. Thank you so much. I'm going to go to bed now happy. I always enjoy being with you guys so much. I say, oh, I'm going to do 1 hour, and now we've been here for almost 2.5 hours. It was awesome. That's a wrap. Thank you, Carlos. Yeah. I have never finished a class so late. And I have to wake up at 5. But anyway, it's going to be good. But you know, guys, I'm happy. You know, when I don't consider being with you guys stressful, honestly. So for me, it's okay. I'm working. You can tell I am. You can tell I'm stressed. Or I'm happy. Yeah. Yeah. So honestly, for me, I like being with you guys. So I don't mind. Sophia, you guys do too. That's why it's so nice, you know? Yeah, it's awesome. Okay, guys. So, sleep tight. Tomorrow is the full moon. It's almost midnight. Oh my goodness. Tomorrow is the full moon. Hello, Hania. You're so welcome, Mr. Foster. It's such a pleasure. Thank you so much. Time to sleep, yes. Police woman. Okay, so, guys, see you tomorrow. And I will prepare something about manifestation in addition to some grammar or something. And keep the ideas coming. I know Mr. Foster mentioned to prepare the pub, some information about pub life in Ireland. I'm going to do that. Cynthia, Miss Vicky, tell me about your schedule. The schedule for the live, is it? The schedule, you can ask Guerrera. It's also it's a surprise every day. It's a surprise every day. You can join our WhatsApp group if you want. We have a WhatsApp group, and I put in like a few minutes before, hey guys, I'm going live now. So I try to do a bit every day or every second day. But the time is, it's a lottery. You know? Okay, Cynthia? But if you want, you can join our WhatsApp group. And then at least you'll know by WhatsApp. Okay? Alright, Sophia, good night. Good night, guys. See you tomorrow for the full moon. Okay? You never know when Vicky will be online. It's the way she tests our loyalty. Okay. Sweet dreams, guys. How do I join it? Just send me a WhatsApp. My telephone number is in on my website, and you can just join our WhatsApp group. And we literally just I write when I'm going live. JC, the other day I didn't write that I was going live, and he put in the group live unannounced. And he put the link for the live himself, which is really cool. Okay. Alright, guys. So, see you tomorrow for the full moon class. Okay? Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Or the Dullahan. Don't be scared of the Dullahan, okay?